Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and I hope you guys are all doing great. On today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful and very trending jumpsuit bubu, or you can call it kaftan jumpsuit, okay? Yeah, and trust me, you won't believe how easy this is to make. This is so easy to make. Trust me when I say that. So this is the fabric I'm going to use. I'm actually using this main fabric, the black, it's a satin fabric. I'll be using for the main outfit. Then I'll be using this African print to as a band for the edges, all around the edges of the style, just like you see it on the thumbnail. Yeah. So getting started, but before that, let me say a very big thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for always supporting me. I appreciate you guys a lot, okay? And if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Remember also to turn your bell notification bells on, okay, so that you get notified every single time I upload my weekly videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. So getting started. Here I have my fabric already folded into two, actually into four. So you can see there's a zipper allowance here. Okay, so I need a zipper allowance for this, and this is folded along the length. Okay, depending on the length you're working with. So I'm making use of 56 inches. Okay, so of course I'll add an extra joining allowance at the top part as well. Okay, yes, so that's what I'm going to do. Then on the side, I'll be fixing in where the band is going to be at the edge of the side, and also at the lower part of this outfit, which is the trouser part. There's also going to be a band at the lower part. First of all, here is the edge of my fabric. If you can see, if I flip this through the other side, there's a little shortage here, so I'm just taking note of where this fabric ends. So I'm going to be trimming on the other side. So I'll just take this down so that I can take note of where my fabric will end. So all these other parts are going to be trimming that off. Okay. So I have this all trimmed out. So I'll go ahead at the edge. I will take my slope. I'll mark say 1.5 at the edge of this fabric. Then I'll come to this part. Here I'll mark out 3 inches. So I'm just going to connect this to my slope so I can get my slope. So here I have my slope. So the next thing I'll do now, I'll take note of my measurement. So first of all, from this tip, I'll indicate the waist measurement at 17. From 17, the waist measurement, I'll take 9 inches. Ordinarily, if you're cutting out a trouser pant, usually start from the waist to the hip. From the waist to the hip, you take 9 inches. Then after the hip, you take note of the crotch, then the crotch, the knee, and of course the ankle measurement. Okay, why do I have a video on how to take a proper measurement for a pant trouser? In case you are not familiar with the terms, please go ahead. It's a very short and well detailed video. Okay, it will help you to really understand how to go about cutting out a trouser pant as well. I'll have it linked up in the description box. So like I said, the waist measurement at 17, then from the waist to the hip 9, then from the hip I'm going to take note of the knee length, which is usually at 18. So you can see this. I'm just actually indicating this so that I can know where to take my crotch length. Now here, now the distance between the hip and the knee, I will divide it into 2. That means I will get the midpoint. Okay, I can as well rule this out so that you understand it better. So here is the waistline, here is the hip line, and here is the knee. So I said the distance from the hip to the knee, you add it up and divide it into 2. So what I have here is 18. So the midpoint of 18 is 9. So this 9 is going to serve as my crotch length. I hope you understand that. Okay, I'll go over it again. I took from waist, from the top to the waist at 17, from the waist to the hip 9, from the hip to the knee 18. Then I got the midpoint of the hip and the knee, and it became my crotch length. Can you see this? So this is what I actually need to work with. So in order to make this easy for you, okay, you can see now if I take my measurement from this top here all the way to here, the crotch length, you see that I have 35, right? So in other words, if you want to cut yours, if you don't want to go through all this process, just go ahead and measure 35 inches from here and identify it as your crotch length. It's as easy as that. I just went through this process so that you will see how we came about the 35 inches. Okay, yes. But then again, because it's a bubu, you want to have the easiness, all the easiness and the extra space you need, you can decide to even go down more. So instead of using 35 inches, totally depends on you, I can choose to work with 36 or even 37, just to have that free movement, okay, and just to have that extra space. Okay, yeah, so it's as easy as that. So as it is now, you can see from here to here is my crotch length 35. So like I said, I will do 37. Yeah, I'll do 37. So I'll just add extra 2 inch to that and make it my crotch length. Sorry. So I'll make it 37. So here, this is going to be my crotch length I'll be working with. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to create the crotch. So I'll come down to the hem. This is the hem of my outfit. I'll come down to the hem. I'll go inwards by 3 inches. Mind you, every measurement we're taking, we're starting from this front piece, not the back piece. So from here, I'll go inwards by 3 inches. Then I'll just take it from this my crotch length I'm working with now. I'm going to connect it to lower part. This is going to give me my crotch. It's as easy as that. So I'll go ahead and connect this. So you can see we have created the crotch. Okay. So the next thing I'll do now is to indicate the neckline. So for my front piece, I'll do a neck width of 4, a neck width of 4, and a neck depth of 5. So I have it here. So I'll just take it this way. Then for my back piece, I'll also do, of course, a neck width of 4, then say a neck depth of, let's say 4 as well. So I'll also connect it. Okay. So for the back, the front 4, depth is 5. Then for the back, same 4. Then the depth of the back is 4 inches as well. Okay. So that's it, guys. Believe it or not, we're done. Like, we're done with the cut. So I'll just go ahead and cut this out. I'll first of all start with the back neckline. This is the back neckline. Then this is the front piece. Then I'll cut out the slope. So going down, cut the crotch. I'll take it from here, the lower part. You can see this. So this is the back piece. I'll just come straight. Can you see this? So this other place, I'll just leave this open. So at this point, I would like to notch this part, and also taking note of the hip line. Okay, this was a hip line. I also want to notch here. So the reason why I'm notching it is so that if I'm fixing my zipper can actually stop here. So this other part, I'll be sewing it up. I'll be closing it up. I don't have to get to the crotch there. So I'll just stop at the um, zipper part. Then I'm also taking note of the waist, at this waistline, in order to avoid any zipper fold. So I'll go inwards by half of an inch on this waistline. So I'll mark half inch on this waist. Then I'll connect it, just slant it. So you can see this. So this is going to avoid, if you're fixing your zipper, it's going to help you avoid any form of zip fold, okay? So that's it, guys. So this is quite wide, so you can see the neckline, you can see the crotch, this part, and of course the same thing for the back piece as well. So for the back piece, you can see all the way to the crotch. So by the time you sew up the zipper allowance, you'll be having it this way. So you have it come together, okay? So it's as easy as that. So we're done with the cutting. What is left now is to join this piece together. So the first thing I'm going to do is to hem the necklines. I'll use a bias for that, so I can use a piece of this fabric cut about 1 inches long strip. So I'll use it to hem the necklines for both the front and the back. After that, then I'll join the shoulders, okay? I'm going to be using the measurement I left in joining the shoulders for both sides, after which I'll come back to show you the next step. So I'm here, guys. I'm done joining the shoulder. But before that, I hem the neckline. You can see both the front and the back. So for the back, I also went ahead and fixed in my zipper. Okay, so I fixed my zipper up to the point of the hip, just a little bit above the hip line. Remember, I notched that part. So the remaining part from the point where the zipper stopped all the way to that cross line. So I just hemmed it straight. Okay. So here, this is ready, the shoulder, the neckline. The next thing I'll do now is to fix in the band by the side, okay? So I have to fix the entire band by the side. The crotch, this side is the last part I'm going to sew. So I need that space to actually work with this. So I'm going to be spreading this part open. So now I have a very long piece. So I can actually take the measurements from the hem line, can take it all the way straight, just to have an idea of the amount of African print fabric you'll be using. So you can see I'm going to the point of the shoulder, then counting backwards. I have 60, continue counting to the very end. So you can see 49. So 60 plus 49, that's 109. Okay, so along just one side, then the other part the same thing. Okay, so and of course remember also the lower parts of the trouser parts. I'm also going to be fixing the band as well. Okay, so having that in mind, so I'll go ahead and cut out a very long piece of this. And so here I have about 3 inches in width. 3 inches in width. So you'll be cutting a whole lot, just like you see we measured 109 on one part, 109 on the other part. Then on the lower part as well, you measure it, on both sides. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut out. This is 3 inches in width. So what I'll do, I'll start hemming from the wrong side. So after I have a very long piece, so I'll start aiming from the long side. So you place it right side of the African print on the wrong side. I'm just demonstrating how this will look. So when you hem half of an inch from the wrong side, when you have half of an inch from the wrong side, then you flip it to the right side. You can see this. When you flip it to the right side, then you fold half of an inch again. So this is how it will be looking. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do for the entire long piece on both sides and also on the edge. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and cut this out, finish it up, then of course I'll come back to show you the next step. And here guys, I'm done fixing the band to the side of the dress. You can see this is running all the way from the top to the end, and also on the other side as well. You can see. So this is looking so beautiful already. I also done that to the base, that's the trouser part, also on every part of it, both the front and the back. So this outfit is like almost ready. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to be turning this to the back side, but here is at the front side. I will turn it to the back side so I can sew up this crotch part. Okay, I'm going to be taking it from here straight down to the other end as well. Okay, I'm going to be sewing that. So when I'm done with it, that's from the back side, then I'll flip it over back to the front side like this. So at this point, this place will be all, hidden inside, right? Okay, so after that, the next and the final thing to do now is to create the sleeve opening and to cover the sides. Okay, so just as you have it on the picture, you can see you can just take the sleeve opening of your choice. 10 inches is okay, say between 10 and 11. Okay, you can decide to make it 9 if you want, but 10 is okay to work with. So I'm just going to measure 10 inch from this shoulder point. I'll just measure 10 inch from here at this point. So here represent my sleeve opening. Then from here, I will now run a stitch just at the tip of where you have this band. I'll just run a stitch from that sleeve opening we have taken, take it straight down to the hemline. I'm also going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay, measure a sleeve opening, say of 10 inches, then run a stitch at the tip all the way straight down, and that is it guys. So you only have the sleeve opening where the arm could pass through, and this jumpsuit is ready. You can see this guys. That is it, how to make this beautiful BUBU jumpsuit. You can try this for yourself. Trust me guys, this is very, very easy. You might want to try this for yourself. So that brings us to the end of today's tutorial. Thank you so much guys for watching. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to give me a like, share, and also if you've not subscribed, please don't forget to do that as well. Thank you so much. Till I see you on the next video. Have a beautiful day.